Sajay,
Yes, sir.
are you practicing in my previous sessions? Whatever I taught you guys?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. And you worked somewhere, or you just right now you're just pursuing the full stack course?
No, sir. Actually, I'm working as a C++ developer, sir.
Working as a C++ developer.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, great.
So, actually, now I'm in office, sir.
Oh, you are in office right now.
Yeah, that's why while in well, during the sessions, I will use my mobile and I will join the class, sir.
Okay, okay, understood. So, is there any issue if I am asking you or saying something new?
No, sir. Actually, for me, it is a bit of a confusion, sir.
Okay.
Like, can I tell you, sir, whether
Yeah, yeah,
if you're
sure, 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 sure. Why not?
kind of so actually the sessions like what we have seen that those express
Hmm.
those and all I cannot get it properly, sir. Like uh,
Like, what is
I'm
the
kind
thing?
of feeling where to start, where to end,
Where to start? Okay,
where to
where?
end.
So the thing
Click.
is, the Express is totally similar as JavaScript. So you need a bit knowledge about the JavaScript. So could I know that you are already know all the concepts of JavaScript?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
So I don't think so. You will face some issue, but you can refer me that whatever and wherever you are stuck. So you can approach me. I will resolve your issue. So, for example, could you say like where you faced issue?
uh, like sir like yesterday what we seen day before yesterday, sorry,
Okay,
during Tuesday's class we were
okay,
trying to route our functions to one particular file and we are trying to call it now, sir.
right.
So you taught us, you explained it step by step, it is good for me, but at the
Hmm.
time of that routing part
Hmm.
we cannot find a solution now, sir.
Okay.
At the end if we couldn't resolve it and yeah, in yesterday's session we used your old code, right? uh, Normally if we are new to this,
Huh.
the problem which you faced in the class, we will also will face that problem in our uh, while practicing. What I'm trying to say, can you understand it, sir?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Totally got your point. So one thing you can do. So uh, uh, like you guys have my contact number, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
you can message me wherever you will get stuck. Okay. So I will resolve your problem. The thing is, this is a totally coding things, and sometimes we do silly mistakes. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no one is here to like they are totally perfect and they will resolve everything like just in a second. So it doesn't happen in a real life. In real life, we are all got some issues, and we have to fix that by keeping our mind cools and take some breaks and take some coffee and whatever you like. So after that, it will resolve. I would I would definitely say it will resolve. Okay. So if it is a problem of some concepts, like if you don't know uh, what is the middleware thing, okay, so it will not resolve till you know about it. Okay, like just I'm saying, if you are don't aware about some concept, right? So how can you do work along with some related topics, right?
Yes, yeah.
So first thing first, you have to know about the concepts that you are going to work on, and then you need to write some code with your own, right? And
Yes,
then if you are will get stuck at some points, you will definitely approach me, and I will try to resolve your bug where you are stuck in, right? So
yes, sir.
first thing first, you should to know about the core concepts. So are you understood the concepts of middlewares?
Yes, sir. Actually, I understood the concept. What is middleware?
Okay. Okay, then you can after this session. So please just point it out me where you are getting stuck. Okay. So I will
Yes,
try
sir.
to resolve your issue.
Okay. Sir, if you don't mind, can you share your code, sir? Your GitHub link, kind of, so we can
And
refer.
actually, I have a professional GitHub things, and we can't share that thing. But for your sake of simplicity, I will create a personalized GitHub things where I will share every codes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the thing is, this mini project, I will push all the codes into my GitHub link that I will create the personalized Git repository. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The thing is, right now I am working on some some uh, professional things, and the project is really confidential.
Okay.
That's why I am not able to show you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
That is. I'm just asking, sir. Yeah.
No, no, it's totally okay. It's totally okay. So this project that that I will start today. This project will I will push on GitHub.
Okay.
So nobody's come.
Nobody, nobody responded in that group, sir.
Okay. Till then, okay, we'll wait for few more seconds.
Okay, sir. And where are you from, sir? Your native?
Actually, I'm from West Bengal, Kolkata city,
Okay, sir. Okay.
and I guess you are from Hyderabad.
No, sir. No, actually, I'm from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore.
Okay, you are from Tamil Nadu. Okay, okay,
Yes, Tamil Nadu,
great.
Coimbatore. Currently working in Chennai, sir.
Oh, so you are working in Chennai. Uh,
Yes.
could I
Yes.
know that how you are getting in C++ developer role?
Uh, Sir, I'm a computer science graduate, sir.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's the good thing. But how would you think now I'm just right now I'm going to work with C++ because C++ is really be a very legacy language, and it have so much of power like memory management and all those stuff. But the thing is, I probably heard very few developers who have courage to move with the role of as a C++ developer. So, how do you get this courage? Like, are you willing to join as a C++ developer, or the company offer you, or they just ask you to join as a C++ developer?
No, sir. They are asking me to join as a C++ developer.
Okay,
What my company doing is we are a service provider,
okay, okay,
telecom based service provider. So it's a product based company. So we are providing IMS call service
okay,
that what Geo is offering right now, sir.
okay, okay.
VoLTE calls.
Understood.
So we are providing that service, sir.
Okay, wow, great. So, how do you manage these things? Like, you are working with C++ language, and then you are started learning the Node.js.
So for me, so, as a developer, we need to learn something new every
Wow,
everything.
great, great. That's the perfect answer I expect with you. Wow, it's really amazing.
But what is my problem is, if we are
Hmm.
learning something new,
Hmm.
we can easily learn from Udemy, from online sources and all.
Hmm.
But if we have a mentor to guide us, if we stuck there anywhere,
Huh.
it will be more helpful.
Correct,
Uh,
correct, correct. So actually,
so
if you are looked at the online resources, like as you were told me that the Udemy things and all those things. So if you are looked at the course structure, you would not find like so much of thing. If you are want to know some deep concepts of some particular thing, so you need to connect with a good developer who have already experience in that field.
yes,
Like if I'm talking about the Node.js thing, so I don't think that you are getting some concept like how the Node.js is working, what is
yes,
the internal part of the Node.js that they are handling on, uh, how to handle the asynchronous operation on the top of that, whereas a like Node.js is a single-threaded synchronous language. So how it will work? So all these things are not taught by online resources. So
yes,
you would find all these things people who have already experienced in these things, right?
yes,
So course are is just built to marketize all they won't just profit, right? So just in a hurry they just make all the tutorials, like all the classical tutorials, and I'm not saying that they are the wrong or they taught wrong, but the cons part of these online resources is that people don't have much deeper knowledge, right? People don't have so much deeper knowledge about something. So it comes with it's actually the deeper thing that you are searching on. It just comes with an experience, right?
yes. We need a mentor to proceed further, sir. In case if you are seeing the
Right,
project from Udemy and we are start
right,
developing things,
right,
if we are stuck in some point,
right,
actually we don't know how to resolve it. But
right.
if we have a mentor, so we can contact with them, then we can say what
Exactly,
we are facing. So that's why I joined this full stack development course.
exactly. So if like you have any kind of issue or you have some query, you can contact me anytime. Okay, you can contact me anytime, and as soon as possible, I want to try to resolve your issue or get back to your reply. So things are working like this.
Yes, yes, sir. Actually, I didn't start building the project. Once
Okay.
I start building it, then I will
Yeah, sure.
contact you. And if I got any, if I stuck anywhere, then surely I will contact you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Sajay, I would like to suggest one thing. I know that you are working with some other different technology stack, and you are working with totally a different language,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
C++. So it would be really hard to manage how to getting something, learning new things, and also you don't want to lose to your grip on C++ and their framework. So I would recommend one thing: whatever you learn from the sessions that you are getting, so you just tried it out to write code with your own. If you get at least 30 minutes, if you are enough managed to your timeline, so you should to just manage your time at least 30 minutes to practice all these things. I know that it's very hard thing, like doing your office and then also learn something different, but the best part of it is, uh, so it will make you more, uh, it will add you more knowledge on your subconscious mind to practice all the syntax of this language, right? This, I know that C++ have a totally different kind of syntax, and the Node.js has really a totally different syntax. So what would it happen when you practice at least 30 minutes? So you are just enough capable to write code with your own when I'm not there, or when somebody is not there to guide you. At least you would get familiar with the syntax of Node.js, right?
Yes, sir.
And believe me, Node.js is a very easy and very good language. Um, I know that even Node.js even do memory management itself. You don't need to worry about how to manage the memory and all those stuff. But in C++, you have to explicitly tell your application how to manage the memory. And the best part of the C++ language is that you have you have the power to uh, customize your memory very well, right?
Yes, sir.
And with this thing, the main effect of C++ is that your application would be very optimized, and it would take very less RAM, right? But when it comes to Node.js will take a bit more memory rather than the C++, and cause it is manage all the internal memory automatically. That's the reason. So it's a good thing that you are working with C++. I would say this. Okay, so
Yes.
let's just. I think nobody is coming. I don't know what is the reason, and I'm still waiting for others to join.
I think it is almost 7:30, so I believe no one will join the class.
Okay, nobody will join.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then. I'm recording the screen, and let's just start today's session by starting with something. So you know it very well that you already know about the React.js, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, and yesterday's session was not fulfilled because of some issue. So I would just repeat something again, and I will tell all these things that I taught in yesterday class, but it was not completed. So I'm again repeating something. So just bear with me, okay? So the thing is, in for our mini application, I we are go with the we are going to use some React tools. So what is the React tools? So React, like in this case, we are going to use White. Okay. So White is a tool which provide us to hot reloading. So basically, what does hot reloading do? So the benefit of having a hot reloading, it makes your development phase ready to use. You don't have to be wait that your component your component will get installed one by one, and then it creates all the DOM nodes, and then it will start your application. Rather than it has already pre-built pre-built structure. That's why it is very fast. Okay. So if I just clicked on get started, so we have some very good documentation of White. So you even can use the CLI of the White, which is here. And in order to create your React app through this tool, you just need to copy this command: create react white at the rate latest. Okay, so let's just go into the terminal. I'm just right on my folder, which is JS, and we just need to paste it over here. The moment I hit enter, and it just asked me what will be your project name. So my project name will be as UI. Let's say UI. So now it is asking that what kind of framework you want to choose. If you are just going to make your website only on the vanilla JS, or you want to just make an application of the classic web, like the which reload your page and makes all the content rendered again and again. So you can go with the vanilla JS, and if you want to go with the view, so you have a view option, and at the third position we have a React, right? So we need to click over here, and now it asks me that what kind of language you want to use in your application. Are you go with the JavaScript or TypeScript? So I would rather choose JavaScript over TypeScript. Now,
Sir, vanilla JS it will render everything, right?
right. It will
So React it will render only what the particular method.
correct. Only particular component that you are just clicked on, or
Okay,
you are just request on. Uh,
okay,
it will just render in React.js. It will render the only part that you are just request from your computer, right?
okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So now let's just move into our directory of UI, and Now we just have to install the npm packages by npm install. Npm install, and it would just take a few seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and it completely download all the packages from npm, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And it is created our application very quickly. If you are already using if you are just using the classic style of create react app, so it takes so much of time, right? But if you are noticed over here, so it takes within a few seconds to create. I know that it may be, it may be show as it takes so much of time, but it is not. When you are doing all these things with your own, you can notice that it will create very fast. Now we just need to run npm run and dev, and it is started the localhost 5173. If we are looked into this port number, so we can have application, we have the application white plus react, right? And it is a very easy thing, and it won't take so much of time because of it provides the hot reloading module. So react hot reloading module makes it very faster. Like if you are just looked at on uh, next documentation, so next is a framework for react.js. Okay, so next is a fully fledged uh, framework for react.js. Like when you are using react, you have to install so many things. Like when you are going to use uh, the router things, so you need to install react route from external packages, right? And when you are going to use some services, you need to again install some other packages from external library. But in Next.js, everything is Next provides you. You don't need to download something from external packages. Let me just show you. So here, this is the official website of Next.js, and it is totally similar like react. Okay, even you are writing the same syntax, the same react syntax over here, but few things will be totally changed inside the next application. I'm just saying you this all these things because of uh, I just want to make sure you guys that you should know at least all these things, so that if somebody asks you that what is the framework for react, so you can have an answer, right? And you can see here everything is available for the uh, for next application. And the amazing part is that with even with the use of Next.js, you can have a for a front end application, and you in the same framework you can also build your back end. So it is a full fledged full stack framework. Okay, now let's just close this tab of Next, and now let's just go with the uh, React. Okay, I need to open. So for a moment, I'm just stop this thing, and let's just head into our VS Code. Again, I need to run this. Okay, I'm minimizing this thing. now let's just come on to our VS Code.
So are we going to use Next.js here, sir?
Sorry.
Are we going to use Next.js here, sir?
No, 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 no. I'm not using Next. I just informed you guys that next we have a Next framework for React.js. Okay. So if you are looking for a framework for React.js, so it is the correct place that we have a Next.js, right? I'm just informing you about the Next framework.
So here
I'm not.
White is also a framework, no, sir?
No, no. White is a tool. This is a development tool, you can say,
Okay.
and it provides a hot reloading. Okay. So if I am going to create, you can just try with your own. If I am going to create like okay, let me just show you. If I'm just going to create like this way, npm create react app, so it will take so much of time. If I'm going to create of like this way, it takes so much of time because the classic way of creating react app not provides the hot reloading, right? It doesn't provides the hot reloading page. So let me
Okay.
just show you one thing on the documentation of white. So you can see let's just you can see over here it says that instant server start. So on demand file server over native ESM, no building required. So using this thing, you don't need to building your uh, application. Actually, these things happen behind the scene of React application. Okay, so it has the HRM, hot reloading module things inside the white, right? This is a tool basically. So let's just click on this thing. So let me just show you. Yeah, you can see over here this line. A dev server that provides rich feature enhancement over native ES module. For example, extremely fast hot module replacement HMR. So it provides this module HMR, right? Because of this, it is very fast. When you creating your classic React app, it takes so much of time. If you don't believe me, so you can try it out with your own system, right? So let me just close this thing. Are you able to understood?
Yes, sir. White and completely clear, sir. You said Next.js as a framework right now, sir.
Right, right. Next.js is
Uh,
a framework.
if, so if you are willing to use Next.js, how to
Huh.
use it, sir?
You just
Uh,
need to you just need to create uh, you just need to writing a command npm create next app. So this is the same thing like creating the React classic application. Let me just show you. If I write the next documentation, so this is the official page of the Next.js. Okay, so if you looked it into uh, the setups and all those things, you can get over here that you just need to write npx create next and then app, right? The same way you are creating the React app. And
oh,
after this instruction create next app, you need to mention your project name. Let's just say npx create next app, and then let's say your your project name is demo, so you need to write after a space, you need to write demo. So the same way you are creating the React app, you can get this Next.js app. But right now it is not necessary because we are learning Node.js and React.js, not the Next.js. I'm just saying this because the purpose of just information, you need to know this thing. Because if somebody asks you, or some interviewer asks you, so you can answer them, yes, Next.js is a framework for React.js, and it we can build front end as well as back end within the Next.js application. So even this thing, you have to say them.
Okay, so got it. Okay.
Okay.
So in Node.js, we will use Express to connect with backend, but in
Hmm.
Next.js, we have an inbuilt option to connect with backend. So it is a
Right,
complete
right,
similar.
right, right.
Okay, got it, sir. Yeah.
So even inside the next application, you can use Express, Node, everything you can use within this framework next application. Okay.
Oh, in
So
Next also, we should use Express to connect with backend, right?
right, right. You can use you can use Express.js inside the Next.js. So Express is what? Express is a framework, right? Framework for backend,
Yes, yes.
and Next.js is itself a framework, right? But it do what? It have it have some inbuilt modules where you can create your backend as well as your front end. But the thing is, it has a very versatile environment where you can use everything. Everything means everything. If you need to include some external packages, you can include. If you want to uh, if you want to do include some inbuilt features of Next.js, you can include. So Next provides like every solution. That's why I'm saying this. Okay, I don't want to confuse you uh, anymore. So let's just close this thing, right? Okay, now let's just get into our code editor. So we have the same file and folder structure as we have in classic React application, but the just difference is that now, right now, we need to keep the extension as JSX inside the classic React application. We just need to write extension as JS for JavaScript file, but in this tool we need to write JSX as its syntax. Sorry, as its extension. Understood? So let's just open this thing. What is written over here? We are already familiar with this thing, like whatever written inside a div block, it will render it out in our web browser. So let me just remove all these things, and let's just type over here, hello React developers, and let me just remove all these unnecessary user state and all those things. Basically, I'm here to just guide you about the backend part only. But for our mini application, we need a front end, right? That's why I'm talking you about the front end thing. But I'm damn sure that you guys are already familiar with all these things. Okay, I guess. Okay, I just need to delete this thing. So if I would delete the whole React part, is it still work? If I am removing the import React app from React, so will it still work? Okay, let me just remove these two. So is it still work?
Yes.
No, why?
So we are not using those logos here.
No, no, no. I'm saying on the top of this application, it is written like this. It is written import, uh, sorry, import and then React like this way. So if I am removing this line, import React from React, so is it still going to work?
No, I believe.
No, it is going to totally fine. It is going to totally fine. It have no issue. The thing is, we are not extracting something from the React. If if we are going to use a state hook or some kind of other hook, then we need import section of React. Cause that time we need to extract from React something, right? So if I'm not going to tell our application that, hey React, I'm going to use React, so it will not create any issue. Because by default, React application itself understand that yes, we are going to use React thing. Okay, so let me just check in in a web browser, is it work or not? Yeah, it is showing as expected. Hello React developers, right? Understood? So now let's just remove some other CSS that is really don't need. So first thing first, we need to remove the whole CSS from the, no. We need to remove some CSS from the index.css file. So let me just remove till here and also remove these two lines. And this is the root property of CSS. Root means what? It will apply throughout the application. You can see
Global
over here.
variable kind of.
Sorry.
It is like a global variable kind of
Right,
thing. You
right,
can
right.
use
It
font
is a
family.
global variable. It will apply throughout the application. So this thing, the color scheme, which is light dark, and the color of the text and background color, we don't need at all. So we need to remove these two. Okay, if something we needed to change, so we would be change in the future. So let me just remove some other things too. Let's just say the place item center and display flex. We don't even need this thing. So let me just save this and come on to the browser and just see hello React developers, right? And it is still showing everything in the middle of the screen. It is because of we have app.css, right? So let's just remove the whole file of app.css.
Why we are having two CSS files?
This like if I am closing this folder, So in the root directory, we have git ignore and index.html. Okay. Now let's just expand this folder. So after expanding this src folder, we have one file as a index.css and another file as is app.css. So index.css file applied throughout the application. This is the main CSS this is the main CSS file. If I write something over here, it will apply it throughout the application, right? So it is a root file of every CSS. I mean, it is a root folder of every file. Understood? And app.css, it is it is applied for app.jsx. If we are looked at into the code structure, so we can have over here as a class name as app, right? And also we are including app.css from here. This file we are importing in our app.jsx. So whatever we write here, let's just say, if I want to make this hello react developers color as a red, so I need to go inside the app.css file. Let's just say color, and color we want red. Okay. So now let's just see the app. You can see here the text color is hello react developers as a red color, right? And it is because of the file structure of this application. Apps, whatever we write inside the app.css, it will reflect the HTML written over in app.jsx file. But but the thing is, whatever we write inside the index.css, so it will reflect throughout the application. It is responsible to affect the whole application. So it is a root style file of this application, which is index.css.
Okay. If,
Understood?
yes, if app.css will apply only for app.jsx.
Right, right, right.
If we have
Exactly.
another one file containing index dot something like
Index.css.
output.jsx,
Huh.
it will not apply there, right?
Right, right,
So, okay, we have two different style functions. Okay, one serve
right,
individually and one serve publicly.
right, right. Correct.
But what is the use of this? It may for each JSX, if you are writing individual CSS, it
Huh.
will take more number of files. Sir. Instead, we can write in a single index.css file. Sir.
So no, it is not necessary that every time you have to create the app, like you. It is not necessary that you need every time to create a different style sheet for every file that you are following with JSX extension. The thing is, even you create something, some file over here, and you can even you can design with the app.jsx file. Let's say if you are just including some text thing over here. Okay, so you can give the you can write the style thing inside your app.css folder. Okay, let me just show you all these things when we are writing code. Okay, so I know that it will not clear your query because you are not seeing the fact that we are uh, that I'm talking about. So can I just go ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So, are your is your query is still satisfying or not?
Actually, I cannot get what you're trying to say, Caesar. Uh,
So okay, let me just show you one thing. So let's create one more file over here. Okay, okay, let me just create this thing and named as let's say let's say name.css, name dot name dot jsx. Okay, if I writing it over here, okay, and let's just say I'm writing I'm from Maine, right?
right, sir.
And I want that this color should look like purple color. So now, if I am come onto, let's just say, I'm just giving this file name as, let's say, class name,
Mm,
class name as purple,
okay.
okay, and
Okay,
I
sir.
also want to, okay, now this is fine. If
Mm,
I am now, I need to import CSS, let's say, okay, we have app.jsx. Okay, so still till now we are not writing the css for the this file. So now let's just we are already import the app.jsx file. Oh, sorry, app dot we need to import app.css file because we are going to write the css thing, right? So
yes,
let's
sir.
just come into the app.css file, which is over here. So if I am come onto this file and if I write purple and if I am writing purple, let's just save this and we need to do one more thing. We need to import the file file name as a name. We need to import this file to in our root file, which is app.jsx, right? And let's just I want to render the file as name. Okay, like this. Let's just
Yes,
save this thing and
yes, yes.
you can see over here, right? We don't need to make two files separately. It is still working in a same file, right? The same thing I want to explain you. You are
Okay,
asking that every time we need to make a separate file for every file. No, you
okay,
don't need to make a separate CSS file for every file and folder structure.
okay.
We can do something like this way, even more than even above of these things. We have some special category, some special kind of packages like Bootstrap, and then we have a Tailwind CSS. Using Tailwind CSS, you can have rights to write the style thing in a inline style. What does it mean? I just want to show you. Let's just open the Tailwind CSS.
Actually, I never
So
used this Tailwind CSS also.
So Tailwind, actually, it is not at all very horrible thing. Even with the help of this thing, you can create these kind of cool cards and navigation bar, and even the uh, you can say You can do so many things with the help of the tailwind CSS, and you can write your CSS in your inline style. Inline style means like this way. You just need to, let's say, here it is writing pt6. So pt6 is means what? PT means padding top at the scale of 6, right? So these are the utility classes. Okay, you just need to write the utility classes, and all those CSS will implemented on your code. So I'm just saying the same thing, that you have so many things when you are writing code in React. Okay, you don't even have to rely only on the CSS file, the classic CSS file. You have so much thing. You have to ready to use some components over in a market. Uh, l- let's say the you can say the material UI. Do you know about the what is material UI?
No, sir, I did. I'm not aware of it.
Okay, so material
Actually,
UI
tailing
was
also. Today is the first time I'm hearing about what tailing.
okay, okay. So don't be so overwhelmed by listening all these kinds of fancy like the fancy tools name. So
Okay,
these are just the tools. So tools are helpful to building something. It just adds some speeds to your development phase. Let's just say if I visit the material UI website,
okay,
you can get so many things. If I click on the get started button, so you will have so many things. If you are seeing over here that it is written the components, okay. So if you are, let's say you want to add some button on your website, so let's
okay,
just
sir.
visit this thing. So you can have these kind of some fancy buttons. You can see over here the
Okay,
content, the outlet, and
okay,
it have some hover effect. And you don't have to write all the codes with your own. You just need to copy and paste the same thing uh, on your application, right? So how we can do all these things? Let's just say you have some amazing and cool icons. So if you are go to here, so you can, so if many times we need these kind of delete buttons and the 3D effect of kind of things, and sometimes you need this circle thing. uh, let's say you want to show your users to go back on a previous page. So how could you show this thing? So you can do one thing. You just need to copy these kind of uh, codes and paste inside your application, and it will, in a matter of seconds, it will start to show on your website to these kind of fancy buttons.
mm, okay. So it
So
is like using Bootstrap and so.
yeah, you can, yeah, there are so many of tools in a market.
Okay. To use this, we need to include any header files, sir. For Bootstrap, we have added some header files.
Yeah, you can need to like you need to include the header file. Even you can do the same thing by using installing the npm packages of Bootstrap or Material UI. If you just click on the get started button, okay. So let's
Mm,
say in the part of installing, so you just need to install by npm by copy and paste the same code inside your terminal.
okay, so
So you can have all these things by using all these things. And you know that it has some sort of utility classes. So what is the utility classes? You need to know this thing first. So utility classes means Bootstrap don't provide the Bootstrap don't empowers you to just start writing code with CSS thing. Let's say uh, you need to implement margin bottom on a scale of 4, or you want to, let's say uh, you want to margin from the bottom side, and you want the margin of 4 pixels. So you have to implement margin MB4. Okay, so these are the utility classes. And I know that it is some it looks like some overwhelming stuff, but as much as you are using all these things, you will get familiar with all the utility classes. Okay.
Okay, so if you are adding this and if you are trying to copy the code and paste it there,
Huh.
uh, if you want to change like
Yeah,
you
you
shown us
can.
the buttons right now, sir.
Huh,
If
huh.
you are willing to add some colors inside buttons, sir,
Yeah, you can do it.
do
You
we have any functions in the tailwing itself, or we need to add it externally?
you can do it both way. If you are, let's say, if I give the example of Bootstrap, so you can do it the both way. Okay, let me just show you. I know that it is really be very curious thing to know this thing. Okay, let me just show you. So I would say if you are a beginner, so start with the bootstrap thing. Okay, so bootstrap is easy even, and so let's say bootstrap
Yeah, till
React.
now, what I'm doing is I will, in the React classes and all, we will create our own CSS file and we will use it.
Right,
I didn't rely on any external sources.
right.
So,
So
yeah.
yeah, but you can use the external sources like the bootstrap, the React. If you are looked at the one bootstrap that I'm talking about, so bootstrap have a dedicatedly a different documentation for bootstrap React, which I already opened over here. This is the React bootstrap. Okay.
Okay,
But
so
if you are looked at the classic get bootstrap, so
okay,
this is something different than the React bootstrap. If you are looked at the code, let me just show you. Let's say I want to show you some containers. No, not containers. Let's just say I just want some forms. Okay, so you can see over here that it have it have the classes as class, right? But
yes,
this will not work on a React application, because in React.js we have class name as a class,
yes,
right?
yes, sir.
So this thing will not work. So React so this bootstrap, the official page of bootstrap do one thing, that they make a separate documentation for the React bootstrap, and React bootstrap is a totally different from a classic bootstrap. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
yes,
this is a tool. It enhances your developer experience. What I mean, like you want to create a whole page, a landing page, or you are just working with some e-commerce website, and you need to make the UI uh, quickly. You have some sort of timeline, right? So you can do one thing. that you just go with the React Bootstrap and copy some style sheet or some stylish components and use in your application. So it will make faster development experience, right? And this is nothing but it is a tool.
Okay.
Okay, let's just get start this thing by just copy this thing, npm install React Bootstrap.
Okay.
Come on to here and let's just open the terminal.
Okay, sir.
We need to get hit enter and let's just wait for few seconds.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it is installed, right? If I open the package.json, we have React Bootstrap. You can see over here,
Okay, sir. Okay.
right?
Yes. The files are stored in which part, sir?
Sorry,
We can see the version in package.json.
right.
The actual file we can see in which part, sir? Node modules or?
So in a node modules, you have to like search somewhere else. It is written React Bootstrap.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see over here
Okay.
React
In,
Bootstrap.
inside that we will have some CSS and sort of
Right,
codes.
right. And
Okay.
inside the React, it has so much of files uh, of CSS and JavaScripts, right?
Okay.
Mm.
So it is okay to change this known modules.
Why you want to change the node modules?
Like,
Because actually developers are already tested all everything's, and you know what, everything is related to related, or you can say everything is dependent on some other dependency. So if you would change something which is not being authorized, so it will definitely create a issue in your application. So
okay,
the better thing is that you don't have to touch this node modules at all, and you don't even have to worry that I need to some changing on this, cause it is well tested. The modules well tested modules by like thousands and thousands of developers, and it have no any issue. Okay, so you
okay,
just need to worry about the UI you are going to build on, right?
okay, sir.
Okay, so so for using the uh, for the purpose of using Bootstrap, we need to import this thing. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so we need to copy this thing and paste it over in our main file, which is in our case app.jsx. So let's just paste this thing, and we have to follow the convention that whatever we are going to import, we need to write all those things on the top of uh, the all code, right?
Yes.
We cannot like import, we cannot paste all the import statement below the code. So it has the convention.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think I copied something wrong thing. Okay, let me just check. Yeah, I don't have to copy this thing. Okay, let me just check one more time. Yeah, I need this thing. I need this CSS thing, but mistakenly I import something else. So it is written over here that following line can be included in your src index.js or app.js file. You can see over here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I need to copy this file, and mistakenly I copied the above file. And when I take a look on this thing, I at once I realized that bro, I mistakenly copied something else. Let me just remove this thing and paste it over here.
So how come you know that you have copied the wrong?
Cause I am habituated with all these kind of thing, and I worked on so many projects. Even all these things are really be fit inside my mind, that I need to import this thing and that thing. And don't worry, you will get familiar with all these things as time pass, and as much as code you are writing on your application, doing some projects, you will get familiar with all these things. And
Oh,
it
okay, sir.
is not and it is not that like the one day of things. So it comes with an experience.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so unnecessary things I'm going to remove, like the name.js thing. We don't need at all. I'm just showing you to uh, just satisfy your query. So let's just do something. Let's just copy the navigation bar from React. So I want to make a component thing. So let's just come on to the component and come on to the nav bars.
Mm.
So I think this navigation bar is, no, this is not correct. So let me just scroll a little bit. Okay, this seems to be very cool navigation bar. Let me just copy the whole code from here, or I can do one thing. I just copy this piece of code. Okay, or we can do one thing. You can see. Okay, let me just back into the this file. Okay, so you can see here it has the three navigation bar. The first one is a black, and the second one is a sky blue color, and the third one is a some sort of creamy texture of color. So I want to choose this black navigation bar because it seems cool. So for the black navigation bar, we have this piece of code from here to here, right? And for this color of navigation bar, we have code from here to till here. How I'm saying this? Because we have a navigation tag, I mean nav bar tag from here, and it's end up over here. And after that, we have a break statement. So it will create a break, right? So after that, we have again a navigation bar code from here to here, and again we have a navigation bar code from here to here, and in between of them we have a breaking tag as well
Sir,
here.
what is those in BG and variant? I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. This is the utility thing. This is the utility classes. So these are the predefined classes. BG means background. Okay. So background, here it is shown here as a BG as a dark color, and variant as a dark. Okay, so this is the main color of our navigation bar if we are going to use BZ as a dark and variant as a dark. So now let's just look at the primary. So if we are written like background means bg equal to primary. So in bootstrap, primary keyboard has a color and the color of blue, right?
Yes, sir.
And the variant is written over here as a dark. So if you are looked here minutely, so you will get that it has some sort of darkness in a blue color. So that's why it is written over here as a variant. And if you are looked at the background as a light, so it has the light color like this way. And again it has some sort of darkness in a white color. It is because of the variant we are using it. Variant as a dark.
So this BGN variant can be used normally in our Java HTML programs also?
Yeah, sure. We have a br tag inside our
No, no, no,
html. Huh?
no BS. That BGN variant.
No, 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 no,
Normally,
no, no. This
no.
thing we are not we cannot use inside our normal html.
Okay.
because because for the normal HTML, we have, if we want to apply some sort of background color in our
Okay.
normal HTML block of code, we have to write background color, right?
Yes,
We
yes, sir.
have to
Yeah.
write fully background, then dash, then color, and then we have to give a colon, and then we can set the background color of the HTML element.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the utility classes that I am talking about. If you are going to use Bootstrap, so we have so many utility classes inside the Bootstrap.
Okay.
So these are all some sort of convention that you have to follow in order to change some color or text color, or let's say you want to make your website fully responsive. So we should very good know uh, the uh, about these utility classes.
Okay. So if
Okay.
you want, if in this example, they given us three neighbors, right?
Right,
Dark
right,
blue and white.
right, right.
So if I want to make this blue as red,
So we have a variant. Okay, let me just show you. Let me just show you. So first of all, let me just copy this piece of code. Okay, so just copy this piece of code and let's head into our VS Code. And I'm going to make first of all a. I'm just going to make a folder naming as a component. Okay, say component. And inside the component folder I'm going to make as navbar.js. Okay, so let's say refce, right? So it will generate the javascript functional component, and we are already copied the navigation bar thing. So let me just paste it out over here, the code that we are copied from. And again we have to copy one more things. All the imported files the mentioned over here, we need to copy all these things. Okay, so let me just paste all these things over here, right? And yeah, we are good to go. But we first of all we need to make this component inside our app.jsx, right? So we can do like this way. Let's say navbar, and VS Code automatically suggests me. So let's just tap on the navigation bar, and you can see over here it is automatically imported on the top of our app.jsx file, right? So this is the very useful tool. Even I can say, uh,
No, sir. Actually, it is taking wrong neighbor.
right, right, right.
It is taking from Bootstrap. We need to
Okay,
take
okay,
from
okay. Right,
component.
right, right. You are correct, correct, correct. I'm. You are correct, bro. It is taking some wrong navigation bar. So let me just quickly import this thing. Now it is totally correct, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let's just come over here and write like this, nav bar, and then this. Okay, let's just save this file and go inside our web browser, and let's just see. It says something. Okay, let me just refresh this thing and say that import navbar from React Bootstrap navbar. Okay, identify navbar has already been declared. Okay, I have some sort of naming convention over here. Okay, we don't we are we cannot use navbar. Okay, so instead of the nav bars, I'm going to use. Let me just
You can use
let
the you can use B as a capital.
sorry.
Navbar.
Yes, we
We can
cannot
use
use
B as a
nav.
capital.
Yes, are capital. No,
NAV
I'm
B as a capital.
okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, you can correct. I mean, you are correct. Now it is totally fine. Let's just change all these things. Nav bar. Okay, and again we need to here nav bar. Again, it is saying something.
Already included file name, source component.
Okay, I need to do one thing. So let's just write it like navigation bar. Okay, I'm so sorry because I just forget that I need to care about the naming convention. Navigation bar.
Sir, component, the first letter should be capital, right, no, sir?
Right, right, right. Navigation. Let's just say navigation.js. Now, here I need to edit this thing. Navigation, navigation, and same thing. Navigation,
Okay.
navigation. Okay, I'm just
Okay.
copy this text. Cause every time I'm not like to write the same thing. Just copy this thing. Okay, come on to here, and we need to write this thing. Yeah, it is totally correct. This thing. I think now everything is fine, or I need to do something else. Now just come on here again. No, everything is fine. Let's just check again. Fail to parse source for import.
JSX, son.
Oh, okay, okay.
You
Yeah,
stored
I
what?
forget. I forget to mention JSX here. Right, JSX. Now, now let's just hope everything is fine. It is again show. Yeah, it is showing, but navigation bar, but it is not at all good. So let's just fix this issue in a minute. I need to keep this thing on the top of every other imports. Let me just paste it over here and check it out one more time.
Actually, in Bootstrap, you didn't copy that the starting component, sir.
Okay.
You copied from container, right? I think before container, we have some another one div part, I believe.
Correct, correct, correct. I need to. I'm I'm copying from the containers, but okay. I don't need to worry. I just need to copy only these things. Uh, the navigation and bar thing over here, and also we need to write
Slash.
nav bar. So
Sir, correct only, sir. Actually, you need to delete in line number 9
line number 9. Okay.
in our
Uh,
program.
okay.
Yes.
Let me just copy this thing first on line number.
9, we have mentioned the end tag.
Okay. 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 This thing is already generated, right?
Yes.
Mm, mm. Now it is correct. You just see. Huh. Now it is generated the very good, very cool navigation bar written over here, but it is not at all working, right? Because we are not yet building all the home pages and feature and pricing and all these things. So we will building all these things. Uh, I think this is the too much for today's session. We are already see like uh, how to include these CSS things in your application and some stuffs like this. And
Uh,
let's just see the further process. So the main idea of making this navigation bar is that we should have a home page, and then we have an about page, and then we should have a product page. Okay, so we want these three pages. Okay, you asked me one question, right? So how to make the background color as in red, right? So
yes. Yes.
we have some predefined utility classes. So let's just say you are given over here background color as a dark. Okay. So if I'm right, busy as a alert, EALERT alert. So it makes your background as a red. You can check over here. that. Okay, so it has some issue, I think, with alert. No, 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 no. Okay, I don't need to write alert. Okay, the the utility classes for the red color is danger. Let me just write. Now let's just check. Yeah, it is now giving the red color, right?
Okay. Can
I
we
just
use our customized CSS here, sir?
Yeah,
Like,
it has some pre-built given utilities. So you need to remember all the utility classes like just I just forgot the red color for the utility classes. For the utility classes, I just forgot the what is the name for the red color. Okay, then I just quickly remembered that no, the utility class for the red background is danger. So return the danger color. It is producing the red background. Okay. So it comes with an experience as much as you will start to writing codes about the bootstrap, you will get familiar with all these things. Okay. So
uh,
let's just say if you want to know about the colors, so you can go here. Okay, yeah, here you can see over here the primary has the background as a primary, and it produces some sort of gray color. Okay, and
okay.
secondary produce
Blue.
some sort of blue,
Okay.
and success produce this kind of thing. So
Okay.
you need to visit this bootstrap react bootstrap site, and you need to explore with yourself, like what is the utility classes and how we will get to uh, how will we will get to make
Okay.
these colors with the utility classes. Okay, and if you are in a bootstrap, the very very famous things are very used, like the containers and then the row and columns. So what are all those things? I will taught you in our upcoming session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So,
Okay.
so in Bootstrap, basically, let's say we have this website. Okay. For example, we have the Bootstrap website. Okay. So we have a navigation bar, right? We have a navigation bar, and then we have a main page. All these are what? All these are the content we are seeing over here. These are the main content, and if I scroll down, so let's say we have another section of footer section. Okay, and here we have a side navigation bar. So let's say if you want to build a page, a website like this way, so you need to do what? You need to put a container. You need to put a container inside a div. Okay, I mean, you need to give a class name as a container when you are building a web page. So container means what? The container is what that is in a real life. What it is in a real life. Basically, container means you have
It's
a broad space. Okay, so let's say this website, if if we will assume the whole website as a container, so all these spaces from the outline and the whole frame, it is a container, right? And now let's say you want to make a navigation bar, so you can put a row as a class name. So inside the container, you need to put another div which has a name of as a row. So it will make uh, it will create a section, it will create a horizontal section. Okay, so you can have a navigation bar, and with the using of some bootstrap classes, you can minimize the row length, and with the help of again the help of the utility classes, you can maximize the main page width, or you can say length. And then you can also apply uh, the class name as a row for the footer section. And let's say you want to make this side navigation bar, so you need to put a call call as a class name inside your div section. So I know that all these things are seems very overwhelming. So I would suggest that in upcoming session, I will teach you what is all these things and how it is working. In a theoretical session, it is not possible to tell all the story of Bootstrap, but as soon as we are working on this project, and you guys will very well know about the bootstrap and all those things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Sajay. Thank you so much for the joining for today's session. And in this session, you are the only guy who are joining my session. Thank you so much. Uh, and please try to implement whatever I taught you. Okay.
Okay.
If you are just learn one thing today, just try to implement with your own. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you for you to
You're
just
welcome.
carrying the class today, sir, because I'm the only guy who attending the class today. So uh, uh, I'm very much thankful for you to uh, taking today's class, because normally
um,
mentors
no.
will
Right.
reschedule it, right?
Yeah.
So only you are present there, so we can reschedule. But you didn't do that, and I'm very much
Oh,
appreciating it, sir.
okay. Thank you. Thank you for the appreciation, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. And you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, sir.